A toxic mistake made 2,000 years ago in ancient Rome is still harming your DNA right now, not just a metaphor, your actual genes, quietly changing your health, and the science proving it is far stranger than you imagine. And what you're about to find out is why this ancient poison has become your invisible inheritance, silently shaping your future. It's a hidden burden passed down through generations. For centuries, Romans were obsessed with lead. They used it in everything: water pipes, cooking pots, cosmetics, and even to sweeten their wine. This wasn't just casual use, it was pervasive. On an industrial scale, they produced millions of tons, unknowingly poisoning their entire society. What Petrov actually saw on that screen wasn't 5 missiles, it was a number that should have been impossible. The Roman elite, who had the most contact with lead, suffered the worst. They experienced chronic illness, infertility, and cognitive decline. Remember the question nobody could answer? It's about to make sense. This wasn't just individual sickness. It's speculated that lead poisoning contributed to mental instability among emperors, leading to erratic decisions. What they found in that report changed every assumption, and it's the thing the official story never mentions. Here's the part that sounds made up, but it isn't. Lead doesn't just leave your body, it has a half-life of decades in bones. This means once it's in, it stays, silently leaching into the bloodstream for years, decades, slowly poisoning from within, and that's just the beginning. Modern science finally unraveled lead's true insidious nature. It mimics essential metals in your body, hijacking biochemical processes. Lead disrupts enzyme function, damages nerve cells, and even interferes with crucial neurotransmitters. It's a cellular saboteur. But the most shocking discovery wasn't about the body, it was about something far deeper: your epigenome. Epigenetics isn't about changing your DNA sequence itself, it's about how your genes are expressed, whether they're turned on or off. Think of it like a dimmer switch for your genes, and lead, it turns out, is a master manipulator of these switches. Specifically, lead influences DNA methylation. This is a crucial epigenetic process that can silence genes. It also affects histone modification, which dictates how tightly DNA is wound. Tightly wound DNA means genes can't be read. So, Roman lead exposure didn't just sicken individuals, it potentially altered the very blueprint of gene regulation. Here's the most chilling part: these epigenetic changes can be passed down. Lead crosses the placental barrier. Meaning a pregnant Roman woman's lead exposure could have directly impacted her unborn child's epigenome, creating a silent, invisible inheritance. This isn't ancient history confined to textbooks, this is a 2,000-year-old genetic echo, still resonating in humanity. Emerging research suggests connections between historical lead exposure and modern health vulnerabilities, like certain neurodevelopmental disorders. This epigenetic damage could subtly increase risk for conditions like ADHD or learning difficulties, even generations later. It's also implicated in cardiovascular disease. That original number, the one that didn't add up, is the key to everything. And immune system dysfunction, the body's defense mechanisms, subtly weakened by ancient lead. What I haven't told you yet is the part that makes everything worse. Because lead isn't just ancient history, it's still present in our environment today, from old paint to contaminated soil. Even low-level modern exposure can reactivate these epigenetic vulnerabilities, creating a double burden. This invisible, inherited vulnerability means some individuals are predisposed to certain health issues simply by their ancestral exposure. It's a silent scar on humanity, a legacy of a civilization's ignorance, etched not in stone, but in our very biology. Scientists are now actively studying ancient DNA in modern populations to trace these epigenetic markers back through time. The goal is to understand how these changes manifest and, potentially, how they can be reversed or mitigated. Because lifestyle choices can influence epigenetic expression, it's not just about inherited risks, it's about agency. Reducing our own exposure to environmental toxins, especially lead, is more critical than ever. It's a fight not just for our health, but for the health of future generations, breaking the chain of ancient mistakes. Understanding this silent legacy empowers us, it transforms an invisible threat into a solvable challenge. The Roman Empire fell, but its impact lingers in ways they could never have imagined: a deep, genetic footprint. This hidden history reminds us that our actions today have consequences far beyond our immediate sight. The battle against ancient lead's modern echo continues, one study, one policy change, one conscious choice at a time. Because the greatest legacy we can leave is not just avoiding future mistakes, but actively healing the ones from the past. This invisible history is a powerful reminder of how interconnected our past, present, and future truly are. It's not just a Roman mistake, it's a human story, a story of resilience, a story of knowledge. The more we understand these subtle influences, the better we can safeguard our health and the health of our children. Because the echoes of the past can be silenced, and a healthier future is within our grasp. The invisible thread of history connects us all, and today, you know its silent secret. Thank you for uncovering this hidden layer of our human story. Stay curious, stay informed, and share this knowledge. This ancient poison story is a profound lesson in the long-term consequences of environmental harm. It highlights the incredible power of epigenetics to shape our health, even across millennia. From Rome's aqueducts to your cells, the journey of lead is a testament to history's invisible hand. A silent narrative written in our very biology, waiting for us to finally read it. The ability to analyze ancient remains for lead levels provides direct evidence of this widespread exposure. Studies on skeletal remains confirm that Roman populations had significantly higher lead levels. This chemical signature, locked within bones, speaks volumes about their toxic daily lives. And the persistent presence of lead in modern soil, particularly in old city centers, complicates things further. It means that new lead exposure can occur, potentially exacerbating those ancient, inherited vulnerabilities. It's a double whammy, a genetic predisposition combined with ongoing environmental presence. This concept of transgenerational epigenetic inheritance is a relatively new and groundbreaking field. It shows how environmental factors can leave a mark not just on an individual, but on their descendants. The implications for public health are enormous, urging a re-evaluation of historical environmental pollutants. Research into targeted epigenetic therapies could one day offer ways to reverse these ancient damages. Imagine a future where we can actively mend the genetic scars left by millennia of human activity. This story is a powerful testament to the long-term impact of seemingly simple choices made long ago. The invisible threads connecting us to ancient Rome are real, woven into the very fabric of our being. It's a reminder of humanity's shared history and our collective responsibility for the future. By understanding the shadows of the past, we gain the light to shape a healthier tomorrow. The story of Roman lead in your genes is far from over, it's still being written, with every new discovery. Each piece of research unravels another layer of this ancient mystery, bringing us closer to solutions. And with that knowledge, comes the power to change our inherited destiny. The choices we make today, informed by the past, will determine the health of generations to come. This is the unseen legacy of an empire, and now, it's a part of your story.